normal force, mg friction. Alright, and then what? After the free body diagram? Find our components. Mg cos theta, the x, and mg sine theta, or sorry, mg cos theta in the y, mg sine theta in the x. Alright, now what? We can go ahead and solve for friction now, or we can go into the x direction. Since we know we're going to have to solve for friction, that's not a bad thing to do first. So how do we solve for friction? Friction equals coefficient times normal force. Now what's the normal force?
mg cosine theta.
We have to solve for that in the y. Normal force is in the y, so the sum of the forces in the y direction is 0. We have two forces in the y direction. We have that normal force up, and we have mg cosine theta down. We're in equilibrium, not accelerating upwards or downwards. So normal minus mg cosine theta equals to 0. Normal force equals mg cosine theta. Normal force equals the mass, 2 kilograms times gravity, meters per second squared, cosine of 30 degrees. So the normal force is equal to that value. 17.3. I think we did that one before. Looks familiar. So now we take that value and plug it in. Friction equals mu 0.3 times the value we got in the y, 17.3 newtons. And so friction equals 5.2. 5.2 newtons.
Because it's what?
Oh, I did it on the calculator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a calculator.
I was like, how is it
Yeah, 5.2 would be a struggle. Well, it's not quite 6, because a third of 18 is 6. A little more than 5. I probably would have estimated 5.6. So anyway, 5.2 is the frictional force, regardless of how you get it. Then what do we do with that?
You plug it into the equation to find in the x.
Right, we take that value and plug it in the equation for the x, because we're trying to solve for acceleration. Some of the forces in the x causes that acceleration.
Oh, times.
Now what forces do I have in the x direction?
You have mg sine theta
Mg sine theta,
and friction.
and friction is in the opposite direction, so I'll subtract that. Equals mass times acceleration in the x. And I start plugging in my values. 2 kilograms times gravity, which is 10. The sine of my angle, 30, minus friction, 5.2, equals the mass, kilograms, times the acceleration in the x. 2 and 10 is 20, sine of 30, that's 10, minus 5.2, equals 2 kilograms times acceleration, that's 4.8 divided by 2 is 2.4.